Hey guys, I wanted to cover another Datapack video as I know quite a few of you use them. I'll mostly be looking at Datapacks which were released over the past month or so and are functional on Minecraft 1.18. And you can download any of these from the description below. Amplified Nether uses some features introduced with Minecraft 1.18 to improve the Nether. You'll notice that it's been given a new world height of 256 blocks, which allows for more dramatic terrain. You can also expect to find Nether mountains from the original trailer, as well as more biome variation. I love how the Nether looks with this pack installed, and hopefully something like this is integrated in the future. Flying around with an elytra is also going to be really fun. Day Counter Title Message is a simple mod which displays the current day on the screen, either when you join the world, after you sleep, or when the next day arrives passively. There's many places this could be useful, such as if you're doing a 100 days playthrough. Reinforced creatures add some new variants to already existing mobs. Some examples are the Superior Stray, which is stronger and can shoot ice blocks at the player. The Confetti Creeper can die with a single punch, but will blow up in a ball of fireworks. The Superior Drowned holds a trident that's usable in water, and it will shoot beams of light. The Piglin Mage has twice the amount of health, and can cast some different spells. More are the Superior Husk, Wither Skeleton, and Phantom Jockey, and they all have different percent chances of spawning. Working Sailboat introduces a new type of boat which can be created by dropping a spruce boat, a spruce plank, and a spruce log on top of each other. You'll be given a ship's box spawn egg, which you can use when you're in the water to summon the sailboat. To control it, sit on the spruce boat at the back. It's not the smoothest looking thing in the world, but it's functional. A friend can jump into the minecart at the front of the boat so that it acts like a passenger seat. Or you can use the minecart with chests located inside the boat to store items. No tree punching means you won't get logs from punching trees anymore. Instead, you need to start by collecting string from grass, tall grass, or ferns. When you break leaves, you have a chance of getting sticks as a drop. Finally, you'll need to collect some flint. When you combine these items in a crafting table, you'll be able to create a wooden axe, which will let you start collecting supplies. So it's just going to make your early game a little bit longer. Second inventory page will add an item to your inventory, which will take you to another inventory page when you press it. It's almost like having a backpack mod, as you'll instantly be provided with an additional 26 inventory slots. Unluminous End brings an expansion to the End dimension, which should have more dramatic terrain and biomes. With the pack enabled, you'll find locations like the Basalt Bluff, Lumen Valley, and Forgotten Forest. The only problem you'll find with this pack is that there is no Ender Dragon fight, and the End cities are also removed, so take that into consideration. To return home, you can jump through a portal located in the Lumen Valley biome. You'll find shulkers in the Forgotten Forest, and there's a 1 in 44 chance of receiving the elytra as a drop from a phantom in the end. By throwing 5 blue ice, 5 end rods, and a diamond on the ground, it will turn into the Blizzard Staff from Terraria. It looks great, and when you right-click on a mob while holding it, you'll summon ice from the sky, which deals a lot of damage. The developer has worked on many other fantasy weapons too. You can now craft night vision goggles from 5 iron ingots, a redstone dust, nether quartz, an ender pearl, and a glass block. They can be equipped in the head slot, and you'll be given the night vision buff for as long as you're wearing them, so they're going to be especially useful when underground. Lodestone Warps allows you to quickly travel throughout your world. To get started, you'll need to link a compass to a lodestone. When you place this compass in an item frame, you can right-click it to teleport to the lodestone it's linked to, and cost 1 level. Alternatively, you can hold the compass in your hand and right-click while sneaking to quickly teleport to. A pack that is not new but has been updated is Blaze and Caves Advancements. It's great for completionists as it adds over 900 new advancements to the game, split throughout 16 different tabs. So it's going to give you a lot to do, with some advancements having rewards to collect. Portable houses adds 3 new structures, which are the starter house, desert house, and mansion. You can use the trigger command to see all the items each house requires, and each one should cost a lot of materials. So it's not exactly overpowered. When you throw all the required items on the ground, you'll receive a miniature version of the structure, which you can place down to spawn it. Read the installation instructions carefully for this pack, and note that if you pack up a house, all the chests and changes you've made will be cleared. Technical Enchants will add over 40 new enchantments to Minecraft, and you can throw a book and quill onto an enchanting table to get a guidebook. The easiest way to obtain these new enchantments would be by having levels already, as well as lapis in your inventory. When you throw a regular book on an enchanting table, it will be converted into one of the new custom enchantments. Then you can throw your enchantment and the item onto an anvil, or you can just take the item you want to enchant and throw it into an enchanting table instead. Some of my favorites are Water Jet for the Trident, which causes hit enemies to be launched into the air, Anti-Explosion for swords, which causes Creeper and TNT to not explode when nearby, Auto Smelt for axes and pickaxes, which will automatically give ingots from ores or charcoal from logs, or Lava Walker for boots, which allow you to walk on lava. This data pack adds the Tardis from Doctor Who, which you should find near the coordinates 00. When you walk inside, you'll see the control room, which you can control lots of things about the Tardis and your world. Pulling the levers will allow you to change the time, the location of the Tardis, as well as the dimension it's in. The interior looks pretty cool too, and it seems that any changes you make are saved. Grandmaster Mode aims to make Minecraft a lot harder, with a significant change coming to the Ender Dragon. It's going to be more difficult to defeat as it has 6 new attacks, which are pretty dangerous to be hit by. All hostile mobs in general have been buffed, including their Wither, who also has some new attacks. You'll no longer be able to collect Ender Pearls from Piglins, as they've been removed from the trade list. You can now play as Miles from Spider-Man, and to start, you'll need to craft his mask from 12 copper ingots, 10 netherite ingots, 32 string, a golden carrot, and a fermented spider eye. Before you become Miles, you'll need to be hit by a cave spider. Your first ability is Web Sling, and you'll be able to fire out a web, attach it to blocks, and swing through terrain. It takes a couple of tries to get used to it, but it works really well. You'll also have a punch ability, which deals a lot more damage than regular melee attacks, and can be turned into a venom punch. Your cloak allows you to go invisible when you press F on it, which will cause hostile enemies to lose aggression. There's more to this pack, with lots of abilities relying on venom, which naturally charges up, and the developer has a great video on the pack's page. Bubblellaneous starts by adding lots of new furniture items, like tables, drawers, cabinets, couches, shelves, chairs, and more. All these new items look great and are quite easy to craft. There's also items in other categories like some foods and security-related items which can emit redstone signals, like lasers, retinal scanners, and pin code locks. By throwing a glass bottle on a crafting table, you'll receive the Bubble Bench, which is where you can start crafting all these new items. Potions Plus adds lots of new drinkable items, with there being about 14 right now. Some examples are the Potion of Swimming, which requires a water bottle and a heart of the sea, and it will give dolphins grace, water breathing, and conduit power. Or the God Potion, which gives an insane amount of health, strength, and resistance. There's also Potions of Immortality, Instant Death, and Saturation, as well as drinks like beer and coffee. The Better Chest Loot data pack changes the loot that you find throughout your world. It's aimed to be vanilla-friendly, and you should have a chance of finding better items like diamonds, tridents, enchanted equipment, or even the Totem of Undying inside of chests. Ice Tools brings in some new equipment, and you can start by making ice ingots from blue dye and ice blocks. Using the ingots, you can make tools like you normally would in a crafting table. They're really powerful as they have enchantments that aren't achievable in the vanilla game. You can expect to break blocks instantly or kill most mobs in a single hit. That's the end of this list. Make sure to check out my channel for more content like this, and subscribe for more.